binomial expansion using Pascal's triangle. All right. Used to, I would make people expand stuff all the way out, and I don't really foresee a reason to do that right now. What we are going to do, and this is the graphic that I've found, and I really like it because it already kind of fills out stuff for you. Okay. And what I'm going to do is to show you how to do things in here. Like, I'll tell you, it'll help you find which row, which term. Okay, I'm not going to like make you expand all this out, but I'm asking for like a specific what's this type thing. Okay, kind of like on the matrix multiplying, where I would say what's this term. That's kind of like what we're doing. So it says find the coefficient of this described. So we're looking for the x squared in this. So this says it's to the fifth. So I go right here on my row, and I'm going to find where it has x squared right here on this fifth row. Okay, this one right here. So, wait a minute. Not that one. This is where it gets confusing, is where it says x squared. Technically, our x would be in our y value. Like, this would be opposite. Yeah, so we got to work on that. So that's a 2, and that's for x. So it's going to be this one. Okay. So basically, we're going to have 10 times, let's see, this would be 2 to the third power, and then x squared. All right. And it will get better as we go on. I know a lot of people are like, I don't understand. We just started. All right. So we're going to have 10 times, well, 2 cubed is 8, x squared. So all we're asking for is this coefficient. So this is all we need. This is the big number. Okay. Now, what I've done with the presentation in the lesson today is I have copied down the thing that's at the top of your handout on each slide, so I can show you actually how to use the things and stuff like that. And I'll have some people, if you're smart enough, you'll Google binomial expansion calculator, have that tab, and you can type in the stuff and it will do it for you. Okay. That's what I would do. That's not cheating. That's using my resources. All right. So this one, it says the coefficient of the x squared term. All right. So this one, this is our x, this is our y. So we're actually looking for the x squared term in the fifth row. So it's going to be this one right here. Okay. I know that looks like x and x, doesn't it? There we go. That's better. So we're going to have 10 and then x squared, and then this is 2 to the third. This is just a coincidence that this happens to be the same thing. Okay. So again, we're going to have 80 x squared, which is just 80. Okay. And by the way, I don't really ask so much for the coefficient stuff on the practice test and the test. I'll ask for a term, and that's what we're getting to on the back. We're just got to get through this a little bit. Okay. All right. Number 3, it says the coefficient of x. So we've got to find, this is to the fifth. So we're going to use this one right here, because this is our x, this is our y, in our little example. Usually there's stuff done with a and b, and that makes it a little bit easier, but this is what I could find. So I'm going to have 5 times x times 3 to the fourth. Okay. Well, let's see. That's going to be 5 Oh, that 5's got a big hat on it. Times x times 81, which is 405x. All we're asking for is 405. The reason why I like this is because we're going through, I'm actually finding the term and then just getting the coefficient. So funny, I told Town and he says he wasn't feeling it today. I said, well, good thing what we're doing is easy. He says, every day is easy in this class. Huh? Well, I try to break stuff down a little bit to make it easy for y'all. I know that sometimes math isn't a lot of y'all's favorite thing. Y'all would probably rather have a root canal from a dentist with Parkinson's disease than to actually do math. But the thing is, y'all can actually do everything I'm asking you to do. All right. Ooh, we get to go to a different one now. All right, this is our x, this is our y. So we're wanting this is b to the first power. So I got to find y to the first power right here. That's this. Okay, so I'm going to say 4 times 3 to the third. And then b, this is 4 times 27 times b, which is 8. I've heard that some math teachers across the state are uh, going to strict canning stuff where you can write on something like a PDF and you're saving it as notes. Um, Eventually, I think the technology will get there where we do something like that. But so many of y'all, I know you need to take notes. What can you not read? You're sitting there squinting, trying to understand my handwriting. What did I mess up on? Okay, yeah, yeah. There's a B in the problem. I kind of wrote over it right there. I got excited. All right, so these 4 problems just kind of help us kind of get used to finding stuff in this triangle thing. Um, Back years ago, I'll just make you expand. We're not doing that. Um, Making you find a specific term and stuff. That's what I like. Okay. All right, on the back. So I've kind of cheated a little bit because you know it's me. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. All right, it says find the second term in the expansion of this to the fourth. So I go up here, I look for the fourth, and I look for this second term. All right, so that's what I'm going to plug in. And that's what I'm going to use. And I've kind of done it right here. So I'm going to have 4. Now, this in this term, I know this is kind of confusing when I say x and y. Okay, 4y to the third. What just happened? I just disconnected. It's going to be one of those days. Reconnect. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, okay, good. All right, so 4y to the third. And then negative 2x to the first. Well, this is 4y to the third. Negative 2x. So when I multiply it, I just get negative 8 y to the third x. So what I did is I went to the fourth, row, because that's the power that it had right here. I went to the second term, and I just plugged in the stuff as it is. Remember, if it's got a minus in front of it, you have to treat it as a negative. Okay. All right. So let's look at this next one. The first term in the expansion of a plus b to the fifth. All right, so this is going to be our x, this is our y. All right, the first term in this row is just going to be our first term to the fifth power. Okay, which I'm already going to copy down right here. So this is pretty easy. We just have a to the fifth. Ta-da! All right, this is the fourth term in the fourth row. So I go to the fourth row, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be this one this time. So I got to say 4 times 4y to the first, then x to the third, which is 16. You could write it like this on your notes. You know, on your homework, it's going to be typed out. You know, technically the order doesn't matter right here. So, you know, as needed. This one, this is the second term in this, so we've already used that once. So this is going to be 4 times y to the third. Okay, negative x to the first. 4 y to the third times negative x, which makes all this negative. Okay. So that's kind of it. Good stuff. Good things. Roll Tide.